Hey guys, what's up? And today we are in the 1.14 snapshot, and I'm just going to show you guys something really funny. I've been looking into the snapshot. There's some cool things, some things that aren't cool. I'll have some tutorials on how to do the cool things, but if you're also wondering, I am still working on the server. Man, it's just taking a lot of time, and I just haven't had a lot of time recently. But anyways, first off, look at my arms. They look just stupid. Anyway, uh, so if you didn't know, they added a bunch of cool stuff, and one thing they added is crossbows. Now, the cool thing about crossbows is you can charge them up like an arrow, but then you hold it, and then it'll stay charged. So you can store these things in your inventory and just shoot a bunch at once, right? Now, one thing that you can do, though, is force a player to have a charged crossbow. So if I click this button, it'll give me a bow that already has the fireworks rocket in it. And you can shoot fireworks rockets. It's a little side thing that not everybody knows, but it is a projectile. You can shoot other things too. You can shoot the potion effect arrows. I think it only works for those things. I was testing with other projectiles, wink wink, but nothing worked so far. So anyways, so we got this. Now the server when it comes out is going to be in, of course, 1.13, and I will make a few small changes for the new update. Luckily they didn't change commands too much, so you guys really, for once, my videos don't have to get remade. I just have to show you guys uh, the new stuff, which is I would much rather show you guys the new stuff than have to tell you time to learn everything again. So, anyways, so this is just the little thing I did. It's one command. It could be used in a cool map, but basically, if you want to, you can have auto loading crossbows, or maybe in your map you have it's like a Van Helsing themed map, right? And let's say you got like the crossbow, and that's like a weapon and it shoots stakes. You like remodel the arrow to look like a wooden stake, and you're like pew, pew, pew. And then there's like an upgrade that lets you shoot the thing faster, or maybe shoot like an auto repeater. So repeater crossbow, which is probably the title of the video. So here we have the repeater crossbow. Regular crossbow, normal, charges up. But when I have the repeater, this is what happens. Just full rapid fire. So I don't know if you guys were able to fully grasp just how powerful this thing is. So I'm going to put it to tonight, and let's go ahead and put it on easy mode. Give myself, actually I don't even need arrows because it's that good. I'll go ahead and put a command here, summon zombie. Alright, let's go ahead and do that, make it a button so I don't kill myself. Alright. All in all, this update's really cool. It adds a bunch of nice new stuff. If you're wondering about this, it's just texture pack stuff. This isn't a part of the update, but this block textures and weird looking item textures and everything is from the actual game, so keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and fight a Horde here. Oh, not zombie. Arrow. There we go. Alright, let's do it. Alright. Oh my lord. That's a lot, but can we do it? Let me go. Okay, let's do it. Oh yeah. Yeah, so this thing's firing fast. I don't think they're even gonna get near me. Yeah, they're done for. Oh, it's a chicken jockey. It's like a 20%, 2% chance. But yeah, it's just ridiculous how good this thing is. Full auto, completely overpowered, broken. Please fix. But yeah, this thing's pretty nice, and also it never runs out of damage. So I'm sure you're wondering how I did this, and let me tell you, it's not magic. What I got going on here is actually very, very simple. It's one command, obviously. So basically, you may be thinking, well, what's going on? So we have this replaceitem command, and you can do replaceitem entity at p weapon.mainhand, so it'll replace whatever your main hand's holding with a crossbow. But you see, you want to give them one that's charged. So if I hold the charged one and I do data get entity at s, it will tell me this stuff. So let's go selected item, so it tells me just what I'm holding, and it tells me that this crossbow has a tag charged projectiles arrow and charged 1B. So I have to copy that MBT when I do this to this part. So I go all the way up to where it stops at tag, and I copy everything after that. So charged projectiles ID. And if you don't put this, then it will assume you have air for charged projectiles. Like, so you can't just put charged 1B at the end. It will give you a charged crossbow, but it's not going to actually shoot an arrow. So I would not. So it doesn't do anything. But if I do this, I already have one. So let me do it again. There we go. So now I have it, and it shoots an arrow. Now, let me deactivate this so it doesn't interfere. There you go. Shoots an arrow, then the thing becomes uncharged. So obviously it's not going to work forever. Now you can also modify it by putting firework rocket there, which will give you one that shoots a firework rocket, or you can put tipped arrow for the different tipped arrows. So I just take this thing, and I put it into a repeating command block. So let's go ahead and go. Let's grab the one that we typed up and put it into a repeating command block. So then, let's activate this. Now what's happening is it's replacing my slot regardless of what I'm holding. So if I'm holding any slot, it's just going to replace it, which is one thing that's bad. Second thing is I can't, well, I mean, it is shooting it, but it's just replacing it regardless, which is just kind of a sloppy thing to do. So what we have to do is we have to add some selectors, which I have a video on. It'll be linked in the description on how selectors work in 1.13. But basically we want to check for MBT. So we look for MBT, and this player has to have certain MBT. So there is the selected items tag, which is one that you might know from before. If you don't know it, then you can start from here, and it shows me my whole player MBT data, and then I need to look for this crossbow. So I can either see that it's in the inventory, which is one place, but the crossbow is also in another place. It should be here. No. You know, maybe it's hidden, but the point is there is one for selected item. If you type that, it will pop up with your selected item. And yeah, I don't see it right now, but whatever. Right now there is no selected item, so let me do that. So I'm holding the arrow, and I want to find when it's not charged and I'm holding a crossbow, so I do that. And so I need to look for all this MBT data. So I gotta copy everything up to here, including selected item. So I go selected item, colon, open bracket. Then I need to have ID, Minecraft, colon, crossbow. Now, you don't need this part because this is the only thing that gets all the other data as well, like charged projectiles and stuff, but it's just in case for the future. So, yeah, the count doesn't matter. So we got charged project that, and then we need to go tag, and inside tag we need charged projectile, and this is a different one, it's brackets, and then inside the brackets we go ID, arrow, and then we go charged 1B, 0B. Alright, so really that should be the same as this stuff at the end here. I might have put a wrong amount of commas somewhere. Charge tag, charge projectile, open bracket, close bracket, charge projectiles with an S. And then I think we need an extra parenthesis here. Or maybe one less parenthesis. You know, we can just copy this data right here and then go back to selected item and then put it in right here. Sorry about that. I'm just not seeing it. Must be tired. Let's add 2 more. Get rid of the word crossbow. If I put it in here, it'll tell me. The issue is here. Oh, 2 opens. All right. 2 closed. So I need another one. What? I'm missing something. Sorry. Let's just copy this. All right. of course, this command will be in the description, but you got to copy the MBT, right? I copied it kind of weird. But anyway, so if they have a selected item, and it's the crossbow, and it has a tag of charged to 0B, the charged item doesn't matter all that much. So if they're holding a uncharged crossbow, then replace it with a charged crossbow. So if we just activate that, this one will work the same way as the other one. Now, one thing that I want to look into is, let me copy this and remove that. All right, so let's try this. I want to try this. Arrow. What if I put 2B? No, it only shoots one. All right, cool. So the count doesn't actually matter. I don't think so. Doesn't change. Yeah, it doesn't change how many arrows there are, so there's probably some more manipulative things you can do to make this thing cooler, but that's just the repeating crossbow. Hopefully you guys thought this was interesting, and I'll try and come out with some new stuff. Of course, there actually is a lot less to this update than you think in terms of possibilities. Just in my opinion, for example, you can't do player. If you might have heard that you can mess with strings, but you can't put player names on a skull because there is no place to grab the string for the player name. You can only take MBT and put it on another MBT, which limits you to what is stored in the MBT, which is actually less than you think. There's less information stored in MBT than you think. There is custom tags and blah 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 blah, things that actually are pretty useful, but there's also, like, in terms of simple things like this, there isn't too much you can do with it. So that's why you might not see too much on that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.